I'm taking this little video on my phone, so I'm not going to be looking directly into the camera because I feel like that's weird. Um, I feel like it's more normal when I look at myself, right? Anyways, this is off my phone, so it looks a little different. Yeah, I don't know about me staring into the camera. That looks just, I feel like that's a little creepy, you know, that's a little too personal, you know, that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's too much. Anyways, the point of this video that I'm going to make today is I'm going to I give my business and people have questions, right? And which obviously you have questions because I give out my business. The point of this video is to talk, not to gossip, but to talk about the things that I've been going through recently when it comes with my car. So if you don't want to watch, if you're thinking this video is something about something else, no, this is about my car. This is about hydraulics. This is about the build. I know I haven't been posting much lately about anything other than my car because that's what I've been working on, and that's what I've been focused on. That's what that makes me happy, right? Take out my camera and take pictures of its progression. But when building my car, I have to have connections. I can't do it all myself, and I understand this. And I have to meet new people who do things that I can't do. That means I have to do business with other people that I have never met, you know, that I don't trust. It's just a little sketchy, right? If I could do it myself, I would definitely do it. But there's some things I can't do. And the guy, sorry, there's a bunch of wood around here, wood shavings. There's the guy who was supposed to help me with my lowrider. I had to cut him off and cut him off, right? Dude was a little crazy, a little off. I'm not going to talk shit. I'm just going to tell the truth, right? He called me about 30 times in a weekend span. 30 phone calls. 30 times this motherfucker called me. 30 times. And I took a screenshot because this is just crazy. At some point, it's crazy, right? And it's just kind of fishy, right? A bunch of calls, no messages, no text. The only text message says, call me, call me, call me. Every time he talks to me, every time this dude talked to me, he was always trying to sell me something. And I'm willing to do almost anything for my dream, for building my car, before building my dream. I'm willing to pay the cost, whatever it is. And this guy found me, and he was supposed to help me with my lowrider, putting in hydraulics, and I gave him over $1,000, and all I got was used parts, 2 used cylinders, 14-inch cylinders, 3 dead batteries that came off of boats after they died, after the batteries died. They gave him free dead batteries, and he sold them to me, and he buffed my car. So and I also bought a little a used switch for switches that were on airbags, right? That's all that I got from him. He was supposed to hook me up. He was supposed to help me. I didn't hit. I know this lowrider deal. I know it's an expensive game, but all I saw was me fishing him money, Venmoing him money, and I would get nothing in return. I bought a pump from him, one pump for $300 that I never received. I never received this pump. He said because of the COVID thing, it's been taking a long time for it to come in. You know, it came from China, blah, blah, blah. It has been 2 months after I bought it. I did not receive a pump. And I had to cut him off because my dog was sick, and he kept hitting me up, calling me. I'm like, I was dealing with him because I'm like, okay, he's going to help me, so I'm just going to keep picking up not pick up his phone calls, but just tolerating him, right? And I just said, fuck it, man. I don't need this guy. I don't need him. I thought he was going to help me. I thought he genuinely cared, but he doesn't give a fuck about me. All he cares about is the money that I'm giving him. He don't give a fuck about helping me. He don't give a fuck about me. He cares about the money that I give him. And I realized that, and my limit is over $1,000. If I haven't seen any results, cut him off. And my dog was sick, and I wanted to be left alone. And I told him this. I'm like, I'm not trying to talk to anybody. Leave me alone. I said, give me my space, dude. Pretty much. And I clearly said, I don't remember the exact words, but I was like, just, leave me alone. I'm going through some shit right now. My dog is sick. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I don't give a fuck about cars. I don't give a fuck about, projects. I don't give a fuck. I just care about my dog and everybody to leave me the fuck alone. And he left me alone for a few days, and then the calls kept coming in after that. Call after call after call with no fucking messages, no nothing, no, just calling, not respecting my fucking privacy, not respecting my time, right? So I had to cut him off. Cut him off on social media, cut him off on my phone. I don't get 10 phone calls a day, 10 random phone calls for no fucking reason a day. This dude's crazy, man. I mean, I would assume that's how he is, but if I could choose not to do business with him, I'm gonna choose not to do business with him. I can do it some other way. I'd rather get fucked over by a fucking I'd rather get fucked over by a shop, right, and pay them $3,500 to put hydraulics in my car than to get fucked over by this guy. At least the shop is honest. At least the shop will let me know, hey, we're fucking you over, but we're gonna do it right. We're all gonna do it in a day. I try to do it to where I would buy parts. I try to do it to where I can piece this shit together. So I can buy little things, and then build it, right? Build up to it. But no, I changed my mind. I am going to save up all that money and get it all done in a week's time, however long it takes. They said it's going to be a week, right? I'm going to save up money and get it all done at once and buy it all at once. Fuck this little piece by piece bullshit when it comes to this. And that's why I fucked with this guy. That's why I thought he was going to help me, because I'm on a budget, right? I thought he was going to help me piece it together, but all he did was help me give him money. Because every time he'd call me, and this is before I started, backing off this guy. Every time he'd call me, I'd pick up and I'd be working out, right? I would just stop whatever the fuck I'm doing to answer this guy's phone call. And every time he would talk to me about something for sale, he's always trying to sell me something. A fucking hustler, man. 43 years old. Hustled this kid, but you know what? Everything comes to an end, and people get what they it all comes back, right? It all comes back, and I know this lowrider thing. I know it's gonna cost expensive. It's an expensive game. I know that it costs money, and like I said, I'd rather get fucked over by a shop, because the shop is at least honest, right? And the shop gets the fucking work done. So that's where I'm at right now, man. I'm not gonna say this dude's name. I'm not gonna. It's just a part of my life that I'm going through, and a part of my journey, a part of my build. He's a good guy. He's a good person. Other than business, when it comes to money, and when it comes to phone calls. So I have no physical beef with him. I have no, I don't care. I just don't fuck with you. I just don't fuck with you, man. I mean, we're cool, but we were never friends. We were never on this real connection. It was just, it was supposed to be a business relationship, right? It's a give and take. I give money to you, and you help me build the car of my dreams. But that didn't happen. I just gave money to you, and you gave me used parts. That's it. You gave me used parts and empty promises. That's all it was. And I'm not, new to any of those things. So it's not new to me, right? I didn't expect him to follow. I don't expect any man these days to do whatever the fuck they say, right? If somebody says, people's words these days, guys' words these days, I can't find a motherfucker to look up to. I can't find one. So I stopped looking and I started being that guy, right? If I say this shit's gonna get done in a fucking week, if if I say that, you better look out for that to get the fuck done, because it's gonna happen when I say it. And I get so many reminders of what I don't want to be like, of motherfuckers like this guy. I'm not like this guy, and I won't ever be like this guy. The things that I say, I will fucking do. Plain and simple. That's what makes me different. Now, I definitely won't be like that when I'm fucking 40 years old, man. You won't. I will be driving the car of my dream. You can tell he's all about money, because every car that he's had, he flipped it and sold it for cash. And I've never met, personally, when I mean personally, I mean like somebody that I actually shook hands with, that I know on a personal level. I never met a lowrider guy who's built his own ride from scratch, who's built it, who's had it for years. I've never met one. Not one. Everybody else, all these guys, even if there's some guys that are good, they bought it all built. They bought it all built. And like this guy didn't know how to change a fucking alternator belt, right? Right? You're supposed to know about lowrider. You're supposed to be like my mentor, but you don't know how to. You don't know. It's just I felt like not fake, but just, I felt like I was scammed. But it's okay, because I stopped looking for guys to look up to, right? This is the last straw. I thought I could look up to this guy. I thought he could show me how the lowriding shit goes. I thought I could find a lowrider role model, right? I was mistaken. And just like in real life, I was looking for a role model as a man, as a man, like as a husband or a father. I was looking for that role model, a guy that I can look up to. And every guy that I've ever found, they've always had a major flaw that I really didn't like about them, right? But there's things that I did like about them, but there's a lot of shit that I didn't like about most of these guys. And I never met one that I could say I completely look up to, right? And I stopped looking for some guy. I stopped looking for him when I started trying to be the dude that I want to be, that I want to look up to. I started trying to be that within myself. So eventually I'm going to see this guy somewhere at a car meet, at a stoplight, whatever. I should have had the red flags whenever, I should have got the red flag whenever we first met. He was very stalkerish, right? He called me from, after I blocked him on his phone, I blocked him on Facebook, he called me on another person's phone, right? That's some girl, that's some like ex-girlfriend type crazy psycho shit, right? He called me on probably his girl, somebody else's phone he called me on, and I was waiting for an Amazon package, and I thought it was the Amazon guy, right? I thought it was the Amazon dude trying to find my apartment, and I answered this guy's phone call, and I'm like, what? And I looked at my phone, and I'm like, God damn, this guy's fucking crazy, and I hung up. Like, he couldn't take a hint, couldn't take it when I fucking said, leave me alone, right? And it's just like, it's like little psycho stalkerish as a dude, right? And that's how we met. He followed me really weird, like he followed me really aggressively. And I got out the car, I parked into a bank, and I got out, took my shirt off because this was fucking weird to me. And I took my shirt off just in case anything went down. Not because I'm a tough guy, just in case anything went down. The way this dude followed me, it really, I figured he either really wants to hurt me or he really wants to talk to me. But it's, I took my shirt off and I kind of bucked up and said, what the fuck, like, what are you doing? Like, this is weird. Like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, chill, bro, chill. I'm the dude with the red caddy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it was just a weird, I should have known it was fishy from the start. And he always explained his religion. I'm a Muslim. I don't do this. I'm a Muslim. I've never told anybody my religion ever for anything, right? For anything. He kept saying, I'm a Muslim, I don't do this. I'm a Muslim, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck what religion you say you are. I don't give a fuck about the words that come out your mouth, anybody's mouth. I don't give a fuck, especially when they talk about their religion. I don't give a fuck, right? Sitting here cheating on your girlfriend, right? Telling me stories about how you sleeping with other girls, blah blah. I don't give a fuck about your religion. It doesn't make you who you are. It doesn't. I know I was raised in a religious, I was raised in that setting. I saw how hypocritical these motherfuckers are, right? And I am not religious because of that, and because I'm not religious. But that was the main reason why I'm not religious, because of motherfuckers like this who would sit, talk about their religion, but the way that they live, the way that they treat other people, it's fake as fuck. Facebook, it's a motivational speaker talking about all this just cliche, inspirational quotes, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you fucked a kid over, man. In my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what you post. I don't give a fuck about what you say. You fucked me over. I paid you a lot of money. Money after money. Every time you needed me, I paid you money. Once he hit a car once, and he went to jail because he hit a car and he got handcuffed and went to jail. He called me. He said, I got in a wreck. Or he called me a bunch of times that day, 10 times a day. And he said, I got in a wreck. And he messaged me, said I got in a wreck. And then I'm not trying to get, like, what is it? Attention. I'm not trying to get, what's the word? I don't know. I went over and I helped him. I fixed his bumper. He went to jail, and me and his girlfriend, we drove his car back to his house. I helped him. I didn't ask any questions why he went to jail, why the cops are, I was a friend, and I got fucked over. Okay, so I'm not gonna be the victim. I'm done with them, right? I'm gonna do this shit my way. This way. This guy he can't wave nothing over my fucking head, right? Saying, I did this, I built this, When we were at car shows, he's telling people, I'm going to paint his car, right? You're not going to fucking make me. You're not going to make me, right? That's what I like about just dropping him, dude. You're not my daddy. You're not, even though you're old enough, you're not my, no, you can't tell me what to do. Trying to tell me, I told him, my dreams. I said, I'm gonna chop the top off, make it a 4-door convertible suicide door. Don't chop the top off. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Blah blah blah. Talking all this shit about my dreams. Talking about not doing that. The fuck I look like listening to you, man. You're not gonna make me, and it's over with. So, long story short, I'm gonna go with my original plan. I called the California Customs, USAA. It's about $3,500, $4,000. I'm gonna save up that money, and I'm gonna go take it my goddamn self, and I'm gonna get this shit done right. Peace out, man.